Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Limits Wrestling. The night after WrestleMania continues with our huge main event. Former NWO member Seth Rollins going to take on the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H. Triple H was eliminated quite early on in the matchup last night at WrestleMania by Seth Rollins, and Rollins hoping to capitalise on that huge shocker last night by a win here tonight over the game. And well, WrestleMania was certainly a spectacle for all to behold. And one man who made his mark at WrestleMania was the Icon Sting. He cemented himself, he cemented his legacy, and became only the first man ever to beat Bray Wyatt here in No Limits Wrestling when he hit him with a Scorpion Death Drop at WrestleMania to put him away and silence the Eater of Worlds. And I don't know if we're going to be able to see Bray Wyatt for quite a while after that loss, but I'm sure that Wyatt will be back at some point to show himself and show his face again and once again project his message. However, Sting here tonight is, well, I was about to say on the heels of a successive victory, but what is this? Well, that's the Brood's music, and what the hell's that? That's Paul Burchill with a casket, and Sting is as perplexed as we are. The Brood were in TLC last night, Thorne was injured, and I didn't think any of them were here tonight, but apparently Burchill is, and what's he got to say to Sting? You know who I am by now, don't you, Sting? With your head so far up your own arse now you've beaten Bray Wyatt. I am Paul Burchill, the Ripper, and at WrestleMania me and my gothic brethren, Kevin Thorne, unfortunately fell short of our goal of taking the tag titles in TLC. In fact, Thorne suffered one of the casualties of fighting when he fell 20 feet through a ladder. But I can assure you all, we will suck the blood out of the tag team division once more. Now I ask you, Sting, where are the other wrestlers from TLC? Because the way I see it, I'm the only one with a set of fangs not sat at home licking my wounds. That's because I heard a new day had dawned in NLW for new stars. You may be wondering about the casket, Sting. You see, you've competed in 4 separate decades, and I think it's time to put you and your career to eternal rest. What's going to happen now is I'm going to go into that ring, drop you like a sack of shit, feast on your blood, and toss you into this casket. Sting, your time is over. This is the era of darkness. Well, we apologise for some of that graphic description that Burchill has said, and now he's going after Sting and trying to make an impact, and hang on, what the hell? And I thought he was injured, but that's Kevin Thorne, the other member of the Brood, coming out of that casket and the Stinger Splash to both members of the Brood. I thought Thorne was injured, but apparently he was hiding out in that casket. That was what was in there. And Thorne, that sneak attack didn't pay off. Sting had it scouted. And the Brood are down. So much for wanting to make an hang on! And it's Bray Wyatt! And Wyatt, last night at WrestleMania, lost to Sting. And Jesus, how many other people? Oh my! That side slam into that hard casket. There's no padding in there, folks. They must have ripped it out. It looks like a casket that they've just dug up from some sort of graveyard. And now Wyatt seals the casket shut. And look at this. And now with chains and pipes, the Brood assaulting Sting. For God's sake, he's in there. He's locked inside that casket. And it's almost as if Bray Wyatt is leading these guys. And well, neither of these guys were successful at WrestleMania, and apparently felt that they needed to make their mark in some way, and they certainly did that by attacking Sting, shoving him in that casket, and then going to work on it with pipes and chains. And well, I didn't expect to see Wyatt or the Brood for that matter for a matter of weeks or months even, but they're here. They are here, and they have sent a major message to Sting. Bray Wyatt telling the Icon, this is far from over. Well, you want to talk far from over? I'm not sure about this one. This might be very well settled. Last night at WrestleMania, a last man standing matchup between two bitter rivals, Randy Orton and Batista. They settled their feud, show-stealing matchup in my opinion, It was the last man standing, and in the end, it was Batista who came out on top. Randy Orton suffered a fractured vertebrae in that move. We're probably not going to see him for a while, and Batista has also taken the night off. So with that said, Randy Orton out indefinitely, and Batista will be back soon enough, I can assure you. And well, we've already seen the aftermath of WrestleMania, what has happened. And I can tell you that this man, after WrestleMania, is even more determined than ever to reclaim the X Division Championship that he feels he shouldn't have lost last night. But the fact remains that he did. In fact, last night at WrestleMania, Austin Aries, the only X Division champion in NLW history, was pinned for that title for the first time ever at WrestleMania against the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. And with that, we have a new X Division champion, and he's about to make his way to the ring right now for an announcement that I am going to make regarding the X Division Championship and our next pay-per-view. And you'll listen to the thunderous response that the American Dragon Daniel Bryan is getting. A new championship and a new champion as he yeses his way to the ring, and he has a hell of a lot to be thankful for after he won the X Division Championship at WrestleMania against Austin Aries. It was harkening back to their Ring of Honor days, and he was certainly more of a strong style than we're used to here in No Limits Wrestling. And well, Bryan in the ring, he is the X Division champion, and these two men are in the ring now because I have an announcement to make. After a tremendous matchup last night, gentlemen, I have to applaud you. You raised the bar for yourselves at WrestleMania, and it appears now we have a new X Division champion in our midst. Now the reason you're both out here is because I am making an announcement regarding the X Division Championship, and that is as follows. At our next pay-per-view Revenge, there is going to be an X Division Championship matchup. Does anybody know what this is about? Well, I was out here ready to make an announcement regarding the X Division Championship, but here's this hype video we've been seeing for weeks. And they've been hyping themselves up as the most... Well, they've been hyping themselves up big time, but who is it? Well, the X Division champion, Bryan in the ring, Aries in the ring, and you want to talk about Ring of Honor? You're looking at this guy, and I'm still in shock, to be honest with you. I mean, I know I'm the new commissioner and everything, but the board of directors certainly didn't run this by me. This is Adam Cole, baby! And Daniel Bryan and Austin Aries are as perplexed as I am, apparently, as to why Adam Cole is in there. Apparently he's been the one hyping himself up for weeks, and, well, he's certainly overhyped himself. I mean, we've already seen that, but Adam Cole, good grief. And now he's attacking Bryan, and Aries goes out of the ring. And oh my god, what a kick. And now Panama, well, the man from Panama delivering that Florida key to Daniel Bryan right in his neck. And now running out of the ring. And, well, I thought he had unmatched fighting spirit. So why in the hell did he attack the X Division champion from behind? Still, what a great talent acquisition this is. And Adam Cole looks into the eyes of Austin Aries, looks into the eyes of Daniel Bryan, and I was about to make an announcement regarding the X Division title, but apparently Adam Cole, I never thought I'd say that, Adam Cole blowing the doors wide open, making a statement, even if it was at the expense of the X Division champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight, well, I'm just shocked that Adam Cole's here. Well, while they're in the ring, we're going to talk about earlier tonight what happened. Dean Ambrose found unconscious in the backstage area. An unknown assailant attacked him, and apparently I'm getting word now that we've got some exclusive security cam footage from the assault, at least some grainy pictures at the very least. And we're going to try and see what happened. Well, as you can see, Ambrose here, and then there's a mystery figure with a foreign object of some sort. and just laying out Dean Ambrose, and he's dressed him... hang on. Wait. I'm sorry, I really hope that's not who I thought it was. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, Ambrose being tended to by medical staff. And here comes the man who last night at WrestleMania was eliminated much earlier than anybody even anticipated. This is the game. Triple H, some have called him the leader of Team NLW, and his team did come out on top, but at the end of the day, it was a team effort. And obviously CM Punk takes exception to the fact that at WrestleMania, Triple H made this whole elaborate entrance and came through the crowd and did all this shtick, but CM Punk didn't appreciate that, and that was one of the reasons why he turned his back on NLW in the later stages. He felt if he wasn't going to be led by Triple H in the effective way that he felt, well then, he was just not going to fight for them. End of. And well, Triple H in the ring now, about to go one-on-one with this guy, former NWO member, who I'm sure is not happy after his team lost at WrestleMania, and the architect of the NWO, Seth Rollins, about to make his way to the ring to take on the game. Triple H, one of the biggest matches of his NLW career thus far. Last night at WrestleMania, he took every risk in the book to try and make sure that the NWO took control, but at the end of the day, it was to no avail. Jeff Hardy eliminated him and two others to ensure that NLW is still in control of this company. And well, Triple H, although his ego did arguably get in the way a little bit, and CM Punk took exception to that, but right now, going to hope to get back on track. A new era here in NLW, and Seth Rollins going to have to fight without the NWO by his side. And don't count him out, folks. He may have come across as somewhat of a coward in the NWO days, but there's a reason he called him the Architect. And it's because of this. Well, not this. Rollins just got dragged into the apron and now on his shoulders, but Rollins again scurrying away. And he is one tough SOB. Don't let his antics in the NWO for you. But he kicked Triple H in the skull, but then got crotched from the top rope and then got kneed with a Harley Race kind of knee on that top rope. And well, that's what Triple H thinks of Seth Rollins. That's what he thinks of the NWO, the entity that he's been fighting for months, and finally, he's got closure. But now in our main event, taking on Rollins, who jacks him in the jaw and then chops him in the chest. But Rollins now sent off the ropes, and there you go. Rollins taken down with that knee. And now Triple H, the game, picks him up again, the Cerebral Assassin, whips him into the corner, but Rollins scouts him out. He's on the top now, kicks Triple H away, and now look at that somersault neckbreaker. Here's the cover by Rollins, but Triple H just about kicks out. And the former World Heavyweight Champion on the back foot here, as he tries to gain some momentum in this matchup. Our main event, the night after WrestleMania, as Triple H kicks him in the jaw, and again tries to shove him away. But that wasn't going to be enough to put away Triple H. Or I should say Seth Rollins coming back with that sling blade. And now Triple H in the corner here, and a hard stiff shot by Rollins, and followed up with a second, but goes to the clothesline and misses. Now has the hips held, and now the headlock, and now backed over, and there's a drop kick by Rollins. And there's a baseball slide again. Triple H goes to the outside, and that's some incredible agility by Seth Rollins, some of which was on display at WrestleMania last night. Several high-profile eliminations, including Triple H, and there you see the suicide plancha through the second rope. Triple H on the floor, and Rollins is doing well for himself at the moment, showing that he doesn't necessarily need the NWO by his side. Goes for a springboard maneuver, but rolls through, and paid for it that time with the spine buster by the game. Triple H has got to find a way back into this matchup. And again he's kicked away by Rollins. And now Rollins from the top rope with that knee. And Triple H holding his head. He was eliminated by a curb stomp by Rollins last night. He's going to be done for again, but no. Misses the curb stomp and gets speared out of his boots. Triple H on the floor, both men down now. This may be the opportunity that Triple H needs to... Oh, hang on. And hang on. The NWO's disbanded. You can't be helping Rollins now. And the outside is frustrated that they lost to Jeff Hardy single-handedly earlier tonight with help from... Oh, hang on! Well, you speak of the devil. There's Hardy and Galloway, who teamed up to take on the Outsiders. And hang on! And we mentioned CM Punk's hatred of Triple H, and while the referee's not looking, kicks him in the skull, but here's Lesnar, the beast incarnate, chasing CM Punk. Punk tried to attack Lesnar earlier on tonight, to no avail, and Lesnar out here for some revenge, but here we go. And again the same curb stomp that put away Triple H last night has put him away tonight. And the referee was distracted by the melee between the Outsiders, Jeff Hardy and Drew Galloway. Didn't see CM Punk come in the ring with that kick. Lesnar chased him away, but Rollins took advantage of the chaos, delivering that curb stomp that he used to eliminate Triple H at WrestleMania, and did him away with a shady victory here tonight. We'll take a look at the replay. The Outsiders frustrated again, and then Hardy and Galloway finishing the job they did earlier. Then CM Punk, without the referee's knowledge, kicking Triple H. After all, they do hate each other. And then Lesnar came to chase Punk away, but Triple H groggy from that kick, and then got put away with a curb stomp, and it looks as if Seth Rollins is actually running to the back, and you can see Hardy and the Outsiders, and even Drew Galloway still fighting there. And there's Rollins again. And now look at Galloway being double teamed by the Outsiders. And Drew Galloway paying for standing up for Jeff Hardy earlier tonight by being attacked by both the Outsiders and Seth Rollins. Hang on! And we've seen Shawn Michaels earlier tonight, twice before, stalk Jeff Hardy, and there's Triple H to send him away. And now the third time that he's come into contact with Jeff, super kicks him in the back there. And that is because, after all, they were the final two men at WrestleMania in that matchup, and Michael's angry that the NWO's disbanded. And now Triple H helping Jeff Hardy up. Oh my God! For the love of God! That car just ran over the game! That car just ran over Triple H, for the love of God! Get some help!